What is happening, everyone? Welcome to G-Ball Vision. Today we have an exclusive first look at the Sofirn SC29. Now, guys, don't go anywhere. This flashlight, this company, this is just built different. Let's take a look at this thing. Now, I have unboxed it. I wanted to get a feel for this thing and get a little bit of the user interface down. Typically, I'll do an unboxing and kind of figure stuff out as we go, but that can get kind of sloppy, get kind of messy. Now, you do have to remove a little tab that's under the battery. You do get a USB-C charger and a lanyard with it. Now, right away, guys, I could tell this thing is just built differently. Whether we're talking about Raylight, whether we're talking about Brenite, even Olight, Wuben, you name it, this thing is just built different. It feels different. It looks different. It operates wonderfully. And from the people I've talked to who know flashlights, Sofirn is one of the go-tos over all the aforementioned companies. And in my early time with this flashlight, I have to really agree. This thing is just amazing. You have a nice strong magnet on the bottom. Here, you have a nice pocket clip. The user interface on this is very, very simple. You're going to be getting Moonlight Mode, low, medium, and high modes. We'll cover all that here. I want to go over a couple of the specs. The Moonlight Mode is going to be 11 lumens. Low mode is going to be 30, medium is 350, high is 1,000, and turbo will be 3,000, along with the strobe will also be 3,000. Now, the beam distance from Moonlight to turbo is going to be 4, 12, 48, 85, and 142. You're going to get 500 hours of runtime on Moonlight mode. 50 hours on low, 6 on medium, 5 on high, and 4 hours on turbo. And guys, that's what really makes the difference between this light and some of these other lights. Yeah, you might get some high output, some high lumens, but how long can it really hold on and last putting out those lumens? And using the 21700, which is a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, 21700. This thing is just an absolute tank, but it is still pocketable because it's not really any much bigger than, say, like the Warrior is, or it's not any much bigger than, say, like the E18 is. It's a little thicker, but guys, the capability that this thing has, I will take its little bit of extra size over these other ones. Now, if you're trying to be very minimal, then of course this is going to not fit that bill. But for anyone else who's trying to get the most and get the best bang that you can and the most power for the longest run time, this is going to be the key ingredient right here. Now, as far as I know, the SC29 is not available to be bought just yet, but they will be coming very, very soon. And I look for these to be a very, very hot commodity. Now, as we continue blabbing on here, you're going to get an impact resistance of up to 1 meter, which is pretty much standard across all these flashlights that I can tell. And then this is going to be IP68 water resistant, which means typically 1 to 2 meters for around 30 minutes, give or take, maybe a half meter and time. Basically, this can get in the rain, this could get a little, this can get wet and it's going to be fine. Now, if you throw it in a river or you throw it in the pool and leave it there overnight, then yeah, maybe it won't work. But, as a casual user in the rain, getting wet, this is going to be just fine. You have some awesome milling all the way around this whole thing. You have some very tight milling lines here, and then you have a couple of thicker, wider ones up here. You have a nice, comfortable bezel up here. I used to like the kind of the granulated bezel, but not really so much anymore. I prefer this softer, chamfered look. Now, this is very, very easy. This body twists off the head here, and then you have, which comes with it, guys, you have a nice 21700 5000 milliamp hour battery, and when you get one of these, there will be that paper tag. It is on the bottom of the battery, not on the top, so you will have to take the battery out, remove that tag, and that's what will activate your light. Very clean, very simple design, and this thing is extremely well built. Now let's touch on the Moonlight Mode and kind of go through the setup here. So there's going to be your Moonlight Mode. You just hold in the button for a half a second or so, and that's what will activate the Moon Mode. Now, if you just hold this guy in, if you just push this guy, that'll take you into low. Then medium, then high, which high is 1,000 lumens, guys. Then 3,000 is a double click, which is turbo. And guys, this thing is brightening up my whole studio. I will show you here. Look how bright that is. This thing is, and then there is your strobe feature, which is 3,000 lumens. And guys, it's blinding. This thing is impressive. I was a huge fan of the Wuben X3, because of all its features, and it packs a nice little punch. But I have to say, guys, I'm really on board with this SC29. Now, I have no experience with Sofirn. They contacted me and really wanted me to check out some of their products. And, I said, do you have anything that not everybody has checked out, And they were like, well, we can send you a new light that's coming out. That's going to be coming out very soon. And I said, yeah, I'll definitely take a look at that. And we have something else in store for you as well coming from Sofirn, which I am very, very excited about as well. Now, this thing has a red light indicating that this is on. And as this thing dies out, I believe this will start blinking. Now you have a nice, easy, accessible tab here, and that's where you can charge this up via your USB-C. This thing, guys, is it's extremely simple, but it's very, very well done. And you can tell this thing is built to last. And not just the course of your charge, but this thing is built to last. I mean, it really makes Olight and some of these other products look very chintzy, and it makes them feel very chintzy. This thing is just, it's like a tank compared to, it's a little bit thicker, but they're the same length. And all day long, every day, 10 times out of 10, if I wanted something that's going to last and give me high output, I'm taking this all day, every day over Olight, Bernite, Raylight. And, I like Olight, Bernite, I like Raylight, but this thing is just impressive beyond belief. Now, we will be taking this out, not in this video. We'll be doing it in a separate video. I'm trying to figure out, guys, how to do some of these flashlight things because I really want to record content on flashlights. and make them something that people want to watch, or at least some people. Some people are getting into flashlights, some people aren't there yet, and then some people really love flashlights. But I want to make content people want to watch, and doing the unboxing, talking about it, then taking it out and showing what it's capable of. It makes for a long video. Sometimes they can be sloppy, and I just don't like incorporating all that into one video. So I want to break things up, you know, give a first impression, so to speak, of the light, kind of go over it, touch on all the details of it. And then in a separate video, we can take the light out, show what it's really capable of, maybe do some comparing and contrasting up against some other lights of equivalency, or even some lesser lights, just to kind of show, you know, what everything's capabilities are. There was something else I wanted to touch on as well. Yeah, it's got a high-powered LED, which is what we are looking at there. And I have to say, this is one of the, you know, I opened this up so I could get a feel for it and learn about this light, but really they make this one very simple. And I know, you know, some of them out there are I don't know if, I think this is programmable, but they don't make it to the point where just normal operations are something you can't figure out. It's very easy. Hold in and you got your Moonlight. If you just touch it, you got your low. If you hold down, or it started at high, but it'll start where you left it. So however you leave it, that's where it'll pick up. But you know, you got your low, you hold it down, you got your medium, hold it down, you got your high, and then if you really need, you know, that extra throw, you need that extra output, you give it a double click, and this thing gives you a decent spread, and it also gives you a very nice throw. They're talking 142 meters on the 3000 lumen max output. So 142 meters, that's a game changer when it comes to, and not only is it able to have that output and have that throw, but it's able to give you that for more than a minute. You know, it's able to give you that for more than 3 minutes. It's able to give you that for quite an extended period. 4 hours, that is insane. Because typically you're not getting that kind of run time with that kind of output. You know, you just aren't. And yes, it's a little bit thicker of a machine. But guys, like I said, to have that kind of capability in your pocket, we're talking about an inch. So I mean an inch around, which really, you know, you could easily throw this in your pocket, throw a knife in your pocket, all in the same pocket. And it's really, you know, it's got a little weight to it, but nothing that, you know, it's not much different than the Warrior 2. It's a little heavier, but like I said, I would take this, pick this up 10 times out of 10 over this, or the Brunite, or the Raylight, you know, based off of its simplicity on how you are able to operate this thing, based off of its very high output, and how long the runtime is on some of those outputs. I mean, the Moonlight Mode is 500 hours, guys. 500 hours. That's insane. So this is something to definitely keep an eye out on, because they will be coming soon. I'll link their website down below, so that way you can head over there. They got a ton of different flashlights, lanterns, keychain lights, up to very big lights. They have headlights. They have all kinds of different flashlights over there. And now I know why people have been telling me who know flashlights that Sofirn is a must-have. And this is their newest model, so this is even better than, you know, what has been experienced by the guys who were telling me, you know, pick one up, you will not be disappointed type of a deal. And then the other thing I wanted to say is not only would this make a fantastic EDC light and at work light, but also this would make a great light for in your house. You know, for around the house, around the yard. It's got the power to do so, and it's going to just keep running and running and running. So this is going to make an all-around, from your everyday carry to going to work to going back home. You're going to be able to use this in every situation pretty much that I can really think of. Now, if you have a massive property, you know, then maybe you could start talking about something different, but then you're going to need something a lot bigger than this. But I think this is going to cover the majority of people's needs on an everyday basis, no matter where you are going. Like I said, guys, stay tuned. Let me know what you think of this guy down in the comments. I'm really interested to hear what you guys have to say about this thing. And let me know if you have any experience with Sofirn. I really would like to hear what you have to say about that as well. All my exchanges with them have been extremely pleasant, great people to deal with, and I look forward to much more with Sofirn. This thing has been extremely impressive, and stay tuned. We will be taking this guy out, and we will be putting him up against some other lights. We'll be seeing what this thing is all about out in the real world. So let me know if you're excited to see that. Definitely stay tuned, and I hope to bring you guys a lot more flashlight content that you guys want to watch, that you want to, you know, stuff that's interesting and stuff you want to watch. So let me know down in the comments if you are interested in flashlight type videos as well, and me showing how they work and what they're capable of, you know, in a real world scenario type of deal, outside, seeing what its capabilities are. Let me know down in the comments, because I really am interested to hear what you guys have to say. Love you guys. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button for me on your way out. If you're new to the channel and you hung out through this whole video, you might as well subscribe, because you are definitely a part of the family now. Love you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one.